What up, what up? One, two, 1, 2. Let's see. Hey, Ali Beck, what's up, what's up? Can you hear me well? How are we doing today? Is the sound good? I got a new mic, so the sound it's probably even too loud. I don't know. You guys let me know. Is the music good in the back? Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Okay, sweet. Last time we had some mic issue where you guys couldn't hear me very well, so happy this one's working a lot better, hopefully. Let me do this up. Black screen just for a minute. I'm going to log into my other account. Up. Alibek, what you got? Oh, you Essex. Okay, cool, mate. Cool, man. Back on the, I've been streaming Rage Shadow Legends for 6 years or so, and it's always been a nightmare keeping up with all the different names because a lot of you guys have a different name on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. And always having to keep up with the names, it's always a struggle, honestly, when we use different names across all the platforms. All right, man. How many stones you got for me? Well, wait a minute, and then we'll start summoning. I'll give you some of my content creator luck. Hopefully, we'll see what we can get. Okay. All right. I'm wondering if I want to move some of them. You have 1100. Nice. Okay, which champion you have locked in right now? Man, you saved a ton of stones for me. Let's go. I think this guy is going down, actually. Maybe this one goes up. Hey, Susie, what's up? Hey. We know who Susie is. How are you doing? Oh, but you have Athena right now? Man, look where Athena is. I mean, you sure you want to summon? Who else do you want? I would save Athena. Immediately playing Godforge. Yeah, Susie, we craving it. We craving Godforge, you know? So we play what we can while we wait. We play what we can. Did Odd One Gaming end up getting his Dracula? Or not yet? That's the question. Okay, Alibek, who do you want though? He has not got Dracula yet. Dang. I on this account I still don't have anything. It's been on my other account, I think I got ISIS on the first or second day, but on this one, I'm 15 days in and I've got no gold yet. What is that? I mean, we get 20 shots, but there's 300. 300 stones, still nothing on this. But I don't even know why I'm doing a secondary account, honestly, but I just want somebody else completely different just to have some options. Maybe a damage dealer this time. We'll see. You want Vivian, Quats, Heimdall, or maybe Apollo? Okay. You sure? Because I really like Athena. She's quickly became one of my favorite, honestly. I think her A1 is so good. Her A1 is just too good, I think. What about you? Who do you have, Susie? Who do you have locked in right now? Okay, look at this. Every time she does the A1 defense up and then places the shield 400%, but you know that 400%, she's a lot of time going to have that defense up. So it's actually going to be a massive shield. And reduce damage inflicted by 5%. I love it, and her passive is amazing too. Also Shamash, okay. Hey Moon Knight, what's up, what's up? Thank you for all of your comments in my videos. I see all your comments everywhere. Thank you so much. Or maybe it was Discord, I don't know, but thank you. You got quads, and day 3, Excalibur, Wukong. Oh, you're set. You are set. You're good to go. You got Freya. I got Freya was my most wanted. Nice, nice, nice. Freya looks really cool. She's not my favorite in terms of what she does, but she looks so freaking good. Cause that's something very important too. Is it's very important to pick a champion you like the style of, you know, and she looks crazy good. She's one of the best looking champion in my opinion, for sure. Sorry if I cough a little bit here and there. I'm still allergies in Texas are crazy right now. Cedar is crazy, and I still got allergies, I guess. I played with him in Alpha too, actually. Okay. Yeah, I played during Alpha. I played Heimdall and Isis. I had both of them, and they were both amazing. I also had Anubis, but I found him hard to use, honestly. Also, we're gonna go onto his Alibek account, and we're gonna summon a bunch of stones. He has like over 1,000 for us. But really quickly, I want to talk about Harris. Everybody is ranking him very low. Yeah, design of with as long as a kid was solid, I would say. Yeah, no, for sure, 100%. Isis, I love Isis Kit, but she's not the best. I mean, she looks cool, but it's definitely all the champion that looks better out there. I mean, what do you guys think of Ares? Because here's the thing. We obviously know how strong defenders are in this game and how important they're going to be. And here you have a damage dealer that has really good multipliers, but also is going to ignore basically all the buff that defenders are going to put on your team. So the shield, the barrier, and then on the ultimate, you can also ignore that immortal, which a lot of people are going to have with the Sun Yukong passive, right? So I just feel like because defenders are going to be played so much and going to be everywhere in the game, he's actually going to be... And then on the A1, he can decrease the defense as well. I think he's going to be one of the best damage dealer. And people rank him super low, but I guess they forget how many defenders we're going to be facing. It's more of a PvP thing, but even in PvE, you know? Anyways... Thinking a lot Athena's cute and a kit is not properly made, I think. Athena? Maybe because of her passive. I mean, Maybe it's because here, you know, we increase the damage of the next ultimate each time an ally is attacking the shield. But then on the passive, when we are attacked on the shield, we place a petrify. So then we are not being attacked as much. So I see that this could be kind of counterintuitive, I guess. But just the A1, the basic and core together though, I think it's very strong. Because then if you look at someone like Heimdall, the shield is placed on the ultimate. So you're definitely not gonna have the shield as often, for instance. I don't know about, does he place shield, then places the shield? So same with Varrock, he places the shield on the ultimate. That's something important to note as well. These champions do great things, but the shield is on the ultimate, which is gonna have a much longer cooldown than the core ability. While she places a pretty decent shield on the core, plus the defense up constantly. Plus she has some CC on the passive, so... yeah, maybe. I don't know. Moon Knight, you have 1300. I mean, who do you have Quelts right now? Would you trade Quelts for anyone else? You know, on my other account, I have 400, I think. I may open them just to open them. I don't think I would switch ISIS for anyone else, but maybe I'll just open them just because why not, you know? Why not? Okay, so Moon Knight, if you want to summon, just in case, and we can see what we get, and then, you know, look at what you get and try to help you make the decision. We can do that together. I'm going to be summoning all my stones on my account, knowing that I have ISIS locked in, and I don't think I would trade her with for anyone, but maybe I'll summon just to see, you know, you just never know. Maybe something crazy is going to happen. Thank you so much, Moon Knight. Thank you. It's, you know, I've been doing Red Shadow Legends content for 6 years on my French channel. And it's very cool to see. And I've always regretted doing it in French. Because I moved to the US in 2018, I guess. And I just started it in French for some reason back then. And I then saw all the content creators kind of growing their channel really well just because they were doing content in English, and I was sticking with French, and the channel did well, but the audience is so limited, you know. So I'm very, very excited to be covering Godforge in English. Start early, hoping the game does well, and see where we can go. Love name and updated kids sold me. Okay. Okay, so you would not trade quests for anyone, right? I'm gonna go get a drink and we'll start the summons. We're gonna have well over 1,000. So Moon Knight, did you play Anubis? It was my first legendary doing alpha. I didn't play wave 1 and 2 very much, but wave 3 I did. I'm waiting. My coin is in the way on the way, by the way. But I feel like he helped me a lot at first, but in the later waves, he was very hard to gear because you want a good amount of damage for him, and then also wanted a little bit of accuracy. I feel like he was hard to gear, and in the later waves, he needed. I feel like because he does really well when you start killing people, And because I couldn't build a team around him to help him, like, you know, maybe have somebody placing decreased defense first and doing some damage, and then he would come around and start killing people. So like the earlier waves where it's easy to kill enemies, I was placing the Despair on the A1. I was placing the Despair left and right all the time, and he was amazing. But as the waves got tougher, it's really hard for him to kill people. And I never saw the Despair debuff ever again, for instance. So I really like him, but he was kind of tough to set up, I feel like. Did you send me your logins? Okay, cool. I'll log in right now. I'm gonna black my screen real quick and I'm gonna log in. Sign out. So, username, yeah, sweet. So we want quits, right? Number one priority is quits. Okay, I'm logged in. Let's go. Let's get to it, people. I'm gonna claim your quest. So right now we have Athena, Thunderbolt, and XP this device. I don't think it really matters. I'll just do this for now. I don't think it matters. So number one priority is quets, right? 1,130. Are you gonna switch the weapon for Excalibur, or are you gonna keep Thunderbolt? I would only keep Thunderbolt if you get Shamash, because Thunderbolt is gonna fill your, I think, your turn meter and your divinity when you do ally attacks. So it doesn't have to go on Shamash, but whoever you're gonna play with Shamash, then Thunderbolt's gonna be amazing. But if not, especially here you have Tianlong, which is what I have too. I would definitely go Excalibur. I don't know if you want to switch or not, if you want to keep it that way for now, but up to you. Because I believe the weapon. Oh, you locked it already? When this hero joins an attack, increase the turn meter and divinity. Yeah, so that's gonna be great only if you do a bunch of ally attacks. So so you have this one locked. Okay, so you can switch at any time. Cool. Okay, so quets. Let's see the list again. You said Vivian, Quetz, Amdal, or Apollo, or Shamash. Okay. Let's get to it, guys. I'm gonna pause the music. Let's go. Let's go. Nothing yet. Let's also remember that you have a great legendary locked in with Athena. In case we don't get anything, you already have something great. So let's not be disappointed if you don't get anything. Let's go. Let's go. I'll put some music back on. Well, it's gonna take a minute. Dang, 1,000? It's gonna take a minute. I'm gonna be clicking for a while. Surely we'll see some gold. Surely we'll see at least 2. These epics look pretty cool. run. Come on. Come on now. Dun, 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 dun. Pazuzu. Dang. Pazuzu. You want to trade for Pazuzu or no? I don't think so. I don't think so. Pazuzu is not bad though. Quickly, I'll go check out the champion really quickly, but attack one enemy here, accuracy down, chance to remove a buff. Attack all enemies, assume to place corrupt. And then fear if it's an older champion. And then attack all enemies 3 times. Vulnerable, acid, and curse. Okay. Yeah, I really like the passive, but there's definitely better champions out there. It looks cool though. It looks really cool. Summon again. We don't want him, right? I think Athena is better. Oh, nah, no, I don't want it. Okay. Summon again. Hey, already seeing some gold though. It's a good start. That's a good start. Oh, dang. 1, 2, 3, 4 epics. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. Other than the few rares and epics that I played during alpha, I have not looked at a single rare or epic since alpha. As we get closer to the game, I will, of course, because they are going to be super important at the beginning of the game. But I've just been so focused on legendary right now because that's all we want to get, obviously. If you're gonna get a free champion, might as well get a free legendary, right? Imhotep. Imhotep was really good. He's a really good support champion. I got Isis at the end of Alpha 3, at the very end. The rest of the time, I used Imhotep as my healer, and it was really good. So much blue. Come on. Come on, let's get something. Let's get something. Nope. Nope. Let's go. Come on, baby. It's slowing down a little bit. Maybe I'm clicking too fast. I may be clicking too fast. Come on. Dang. Are we having some stream issue? Is my stream struggling all of a sudden? Let me pause real quick. Oh. No, my Wi-Fi is crazy good right now. 500 Mbps on both sides, so Wi-Fi is good. Let's keep going. Okay, thanks, Susie. Yeah, I mean, it's saying that my maybe it's because I'm summoning like crazy. My Wi-Fi is amazing right now. It's the speed test is telling me so. enough video maintains smooth searches. Okay. Huh. Video to smoothness. Oh, that may be why I see. Hold up. Let me see. I can end this. And that's right. Oh, when you're behind, yeah, it always does it on YouTube for some reason. I don't feel like it does with Twitch, but with YouTube, it always puts you behind. Okay, looks like everything's working good. I don't know why it did that, honestly, but I'm just gonna close all of those windows. Come on. Come on. Ah, dang. Susie, do you know, and are you able to tell us? Maybe you're not able to tell us, but do you know if the summoning in the game is gonna look like this as well? I know we'll obviously see the stones opening, but like if we do a 10 pop with the stones, will like the stone open and then we'll have the list like this. Do you know? I mean, you may not be able to share, but let's go. Come on, something better than Pazuzu. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go. The 10 pool looks similar, not exactly the same. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm so excited to see the stones crackling and opening up. Super excited. Oh, I had this epic during the let's go Quip 5 out. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Welcome. I had this guy doing alpha and he was pretty cool because I think he plays his he was a good control champion. The base animation is really cool. Okay, nice. Ooh, she looks badass too. Come on. 650. So we're not, I don't think we are quite halfway yet. We're almost halfway. And we got plenty of rares, plenty of epics, and one Pazuzu. Come on. Achilles. Ooh, Benchy looks cool. What's going on, Quip 5? You have some summoning to do as well, or what? Come on. If I don't get something good, viewers are not gonna believe in my CC luck. Dang. Coming over from the Discord, the connection is well, it's laggy on Twitch. Okay, cool. I know that a few minutes ago I had a little lag on both platforms, but should be good to go on YouTube and Twitch right now. So everything was slowing down. Even the summon window here was super slow. Oh yeah, when the game goes live, the summoning is gonna be crazy. I can't wait for it. I'm so excited. I had her too. She's pretty cool. Doing alpha. I don't know if you guys watched the So I'm not a big spender, but you know, if I know I'm getting good stuff, I don't mind spending, you know, 50 or $100, you know, every month or so. You know, especially if I know I'm getting something for my money, right? Because in raid, unfortunately, with 50 or $100, you get absolutely nothing, and that's why I don't hardly spend ever in raid. But I'm not spending a little bit. But anyways, if you guys watched the last podcast, they said that there will be potentially some type of paid calendar. I'm sure they'll have like a free legendary to get somewhere after, you know, however many days of connecting in the game and stuff, daily connections. But they did mention, I think, a paid calendar where it would be something like it's 21 days. Every day you get a bunch of resources to upgrade a legendary champion, and at the end of your 21 day, you get that legendary champion, whoever it's gonna be. So that could be cool. I just don't know exactly what it's gonna be, so we'll see. But that's something that's like, you know, if it's $20 or $40 or whatever, and I know I'll get a legendary at the end. And I don't want it to be like a thing that they do all the time where you can straight up buy legendaries, but you know, once a year or twice a year or whatever, I think it's pretty cool. And that's something I would buy for sure. Well, we'll have to see what the legendary actually is, right? We'll have to see what it is. Okay, 350 let. We need some luck here. We only got one. Come on. Come on. Finish with the main locked on season. Start an alternate account to pass the time hunting for that Vivian. Nice. You know what? I love season. I love season so much. Yo, Alex. Nice. Thanks. 1 month. Yeah, 1 month. I mean, hopefully. If there are no delays. There may be a few weeks delay. I don't know. But 1 month, month and a half. Very excited. Creep, I'm kind of the same. You know, I have ISIS on my main account. And I started a secondary account. I'm 15 days in. I got nothing yet. But I'm kind of looking for a damage dealer. And I love seasons. So I wouldn't mind season or Ares. I really like Ares as well. So kind of trying to get the opposite of what I have on my main account. Just in case. Come on. Give us something. Nothing. Yo, Blue Angel. What's up? What's up? How are you doing? How are you doing? Yeah, Ali Beck. Yeah. Pretty unlucky right now. But you're not the only one. I mean, I've seen... There's a guy on Discord who's got... I think he summoned over 1,000 already and he got nothing yet. I don't know. I summoned 300 on my secondary account and I got nothing so far, so... Let's go. Come on. There's no way. We only got one. Over 1,000 shots, we only have one legendary. We need one more. At least one more. Come on. I don't know what the drop rate is, but it's really bad right now. Let me do a little. Oh, 360 for luck. Come on. Come on. Give me something. 0.5% chance. Okay, that's what it is. Yo, Wilson, you got Shamash? Nice, I love Shamash. I really like Shamash as well. People kind of criticize him for, you know, because on the ultimate, it's only a one ally revive. But I think he does so much that he's S tier for me for sure. I really like it. And he has a really strong aura too. No, season, let's go. I mean, it's not what he wants, but it's what I want on my other account. For a sec, I kind of forgot and I was like, yo, that's my season, but it's not. That's on my account. Dang. Let's go. I mean, it's not what we want, but I love season. He's such a good champion. Should I account? Yes, Susie, thanks. Dang. I love Season. He's so good. Okay, let's go. Let's go look at Season. I can't. I kind of want to. Honestly, can I move this? I want to put it in S tier. Honestly, I'll have to go edit somewhere. But I love Season. Three AOE attack, guys. All three are AOE attacks. And I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. And the multipliers are so good. I mean, yes, 380% on the A1, on the basic, sorry, and then 410, 430. And he places Acid here and Blaze here, and then on the ultimate he activates both of these. I think he's super good. I think he's super good. I love Season. Dang, I really wish that was my second account. Dang. Yeah, we could actually. We could trade accounts. Actually, tough choice, yes. Season is my most only DPS. Yeah, I agree. He sounds super fun. Okay, let's talk about it. We have a tough choice here. We keep Athena or we switch for Season. Man, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Because I honestly love Athena. I think she's so good. I personally put her in S tier. I think she looks amazing. And I love the champion. And I do think for the early game, having a really good defender or really good invoker as a support champion is super important, because your starter, you can pick a starter that's going to have an AoE attack and that's going to have similar debuff than what Season is doing. So on one hand is like, is Season the best choice to start the game? At the same time, Season, Season will allow you to completely, maybe not completely, but quickly replace your starter and have such an upgrade on your starter, and have something that's so much better. Oh my gosh. That's why I don't want to summon on my account, because I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Yeah, he's really good for bosses. Oh my gosh. So the acid is going to disable armor sets and deal 5% max HP damage at the start of the turn. This doubles on shield and barrier. I don't know how important this is in PvE. Like, are the enemies in PvE actually wearing armor sets? How are the enemies gear? Do they wear armor set? Are they equipped with armor set? Is this gonna be useful? The 5% max HP damage, that's really good. But is that only once? Oh, no, the start of a turn, so every time I guess every time the enemy takes a turn, if they have the acid on, they would take damage. Which, that on wave would be good, but then especially on bosses, having that max HP damage all the time. And then the Blaze, obviously, deals damage equal to 4% enemy max HP to all heroes on the team. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I love Athena though. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I would do. As much as I want Season, as much as I love the champion, I would personally stick with Athena. Simply because I think it's the starter champion we have is going to be having similar debuff and AoE attack probably. And I think having a really strong defender or invoker at the beginning is so important. So I would keep Athena. But It's your decision. I don't know if the chat can help. What do you guys think? Should he keep Athena or change for season? Can we do... Wait. Can we do a poll on YouTube now? Engage with your audience. Oh yeah, okay. Let's do it. You guys can vote. Hold on. Okay. You guys can vote on YouTube. Help him make the right decision. Keep Athena or switch for season. What do you guys think? Creep 5, I missed your message, but if it's Ra, I'll buy that 21 pack for sure. You like Ra, Creep 5? Do you like his kit or do you like what he does? Or both? Okay, let's see. Okay, we got 60-40 for season so far. I'm gonna give you guys another minute. Let's see. And then we'll keep summoning. Okay, Creep, okay. I don't rank... I really like season. I don't rank Ra very highly just because on his... Well, I think he's probably better than I think. Because it's just that his ultimate has really low chances of placing a defense down, which I'm like... It's a legendary champion. He should have 100% chance of placing defense down, but whatever. But he does have really good multiplier and he places a ton of blaze. So I think by himself he might not be amazing, but like you said, with season or another champion like that, it could be a really good combo. I think you're right. Okay, I'm gonna end the poll. It's only 6 votes. Guys, there's like 20 of you on YouTube. Why is there only 6 votes? 21 watching, only 6 votes. Help your peers, guys. Come on. Okay, we're gonna end it here. Alibek, I don't know if you can see it, but 6 votes. And my vote is towards Athena, but 67% season and 32% Athena. That's the poll. Creepshot, you bias towards season. I mean, guys, 75. Okay, people are voting 75% for season now and 25% for Athena. So it looks like season is getting most of the votes. Let's see. Okay, we got more votes for Tina now. Okay, I'm gonna end the poll. 9 votes, 67 for season. Okay. So what say you, Ali Beck? What say you? I mean, we still have 190, so with 190 we can do something maybe. Who knows? Who knows? Let's switch for season. Let's go. Alright, we're switching, guys. How do we do this? Hold up. Select this here. It's done. It's done. Okay, also, this faction, it's my favorite faction, honestly. Whatever it's called. Omeyukan, so cool. All the champions look so cool. I love this faction. Your creep shot. Alright. It says Athena, but the picture is seasoned, so should be good. Let's do, how many we got left? 180, come on. Quet is what we want. Come on. Quetz or Vivian. No, Alibeke, it's not a bad decision. I think it was a 50-50 decision, and both are great in their own way. So I don't think you should ever regret anything. Also, guys, we need to keep in mind. Obviously, I'm taking this super seriously because I'm gonna be making videos on the game. But you guys need to keep in mind this is an extra free legendary just because you guys are getting on the game early. So doesn't matter which legendary it is, even if it was the worst legendary and it's like everybody's ranking it a C tier or whatever. You guys, there's no wrong decision. That's what I'm trying to say. There's no wrong decision. It's a free extra legendary. So it's gonna be good no matter what. And there are only a handful that I don't find super useful. So, you know, I did this tier list as long as you don't keep somebody that's in the C tier. I mean, even in the C tier, some of them would be useful. Would I invest, you know, all my resources to level them up? Probably not. Same in B tier. Some of them I would. The other half I probably wouldn't invest my resources if they're super hard to get. Anything else up here, you can invest blindly and you'll get something good. So, you know, there's no wrong decision here, guys. 70, come on. Yo, Esker. Je dois seulement Freya, du coup, j'ai pas le choix, difficile à faire. Yeah, no worries. Freya is good. Freya is good. Freya is really good. Not my favorite in terms of what she does, but really good. Très bon Freya. Très bon. Sorry guys, we may have some French pop up here and there in the chat because I'm originally from France and all my raid content for 6 years has been in French. So we may have some faithful viewer that don't speak English that come and 3 more that come and speak French on the chat. 20 more? Come on. Dang. No, Alibek, no. Season, I love Season. He's amazing. Okay. So we got Pazuzu. We said no. Next. And we ended up trading Athena for Season. Really cool. Really cool. Pretty happy. Pretty happy for you. Hey, guys, after this live, start saving up again. Start saving up because we have another month. So save up a ton, and you know, in a month from now, right before the game goes live, we can do this again. You can save up 1,000 stones and summon again and try to get Quetz or Vivian or whatever it is. So guys, really start saving up. What's up, Zozy? Good luck with pools. What do you think is the best weapon plus imprint combo for Shamash? So, you know, here's what I've been doing, and here's what I've been doing, telling people. Do not, I wouldn't base my choice of weapon and imprint based on the hero here. You can 100% get a weapon and imprint that go well together, but I wouldn't obsess over getting something good here for this hero, just because there are going to be so many imprints in the game, so many weapons in the game, and so many heroes too, that I think they will be, and keep in mind that they may change their mind. I did actually talk to Brad, who is one of the game designers. And as of now, if you put an imprint on the weapon, you can't remove it. Maybe they will add a very expensive way to actually remove it later. So maybe we can remove it later, but it'll be very expensive. So we're gonna have to be very careful on which imprint we put on which weapon, but there's gonna be thousands of possibilities. So I wouldn't limit myself to looking at my hero and pick the weapon and the imprint for this hero, especially guys that in game like this, usually your legendary champion, you may not be able to level them up all the way from the get-go, because the resources required are probably going to be pretty costly and hard to get. But the weapon and imprint, you can put them on your rares and your epic pretty much right away. You just need to level them up a little bit, and you'll be able to equip the weapon and imprint, and then you can move it around. Once the weapon is equipped on somebody, you can move it around pretty easily, I think. So you can have that amazing weapon and imprint and put it maybe on your starter champion or on a good epic that you get at the beginning, and use it that way instead of trying to wait to use it on that legendary specifically, if that makes sense. So personally, regardless of the legendary, I would go Excalibur, and the imprint, I would go Morrigan or Qianlong. Simply because obviously Excalibur is amazing, it can be used so easily. I think Forge Fire is very close second, especially what I was saying is if you have a damage dealer here, you could go with Forge Fire instead, so that you have a little bit of, you have a damage dealer champion, but then you have a weapon that's actually more of a support role, which can help you stay alive. If you have a support champion as your champion here, maybe get a weapon that will help up your damage, right? So that's kind of the way I was thinking about it. But I've mostly been suggesting Excalibur. I think it's the best one right now. Imprint, as much as I love Sun Yukong imprint, I think it's as good as it is everywhere. It's a bit more of a PvP imprint. But also we have to keep in mind that Qianlong and Morrigan, I think they're both going to be amazing imprint we can use everywhere. But they are also from Eternal Champions. So I could be wrong on this, but Eternal Champions are going to be harder to get. So I'm assuming imprints from Eternal Champions are going to be harder to get as well. That's why I would go Morrigan or Qianlong, because they are Eternal. Versus Sun Yukong is not Eternal, so I'm assuming his imprint might be a bit easier to get. I hope this answered your question. Sorry, that took a while. Now, best weapon and imprint combo for Shamash. I'm not sure. Again, I wouldn't base it, the combo based on the champion. But for Shamash, I do really like Thunderbolt, because only if you have Shamash, because Shamash has 2 ally attack, I believe. And then what you can do is, in this case, go for Thunderbolt, because it's actually, let's look at it here. If we look at weapons, we'll be summoning some more, guys. If anybody else has summons, please send me a DM on Discord and we'll go summon that in just a few minutes. If you look at, what am I looking for? Thunderbolt. When this hero joins an attack, increase the turn meter and divinity by 5. So you wouldn't have to put it on Shamash specifically, but anyone you play with Shamash, every time Shamash does that ally attack, they will join the attack and boost the turn meter and divinity. So that would be really good if you have Shamash here, but maybe put it on somebody else. And then when you look at the imprint, I think, and you do have Future Sight here, by the way. So these are the 2 I would really go for. But for Shamash specifically, if we look at the imprints, you could do the combo. I think it would work. Where is she? Is this in alphabetical order? Yeah, I think so. So Vivian, these heroes inflict 10% increased damage with the basic ability. This is double when joining an attack. So now you have a team around Shamash who does a ton of ally attack, and with that weapon and this imprint, you're going to be boosting turn meter, your ultimate, but also do more damage with the basic ability of whichever champion has the weapon and the imprint. But also, since it will be all ally attack, the champion, the attack will be double. The damage will be double. So really good one. Like if you have Shamash and then you have someone like Season who has really good multiplayer on the A1, and you put this combo, you know, Thunderbolt and Vivian on Season, for instance, I think it's a crazy combo. I think it would be amazing. Season, sorry, I'm catching up on the chat. Season will be able to expedite content and farm so much easier. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But it's like, we don't know. But you know, if you look at Retro Legends, it's super hard to get books for champions, for instance, for legendary champions. And I guess the Ascension is fine. It's really just books, right? But here we do know that we have the little stones we need to get to ascend the champion. And then you're also going to need bigger parchment because he's a legendary champion. So I don't know how hard it's going to be to get all those resources. So you may not be able to fully maximize. And I'm not talking about awakening. I'm not talking about duplicate of the champion. I'm just talking, you know, rank 6, full ascension, and all the books so that he has the right cooldown and more damage on his ability. It may take a few months or, you know, at least a few weeks. If you're free to play, if you spend, I think it'll be a lot easier. But as a free to play or low spender, it might take a while before you can utilize him fully, you know? So that's the only tricky part, let's say. If you decide and then a full weapon, like we can, yeah. Absolutely. He had the other imprint locked so you could swap to hold both in storage. Oh, I know what you mean. Jacaro, you're right. Like, since this one is locked, you could choose Future Sight right now, and that way you have both available to you at all time, and you can make the decision later, especially if you end up getting Quats and you want Quetzalcoatl or whatever later. Yeah. So I'll give you back your account. You can log back in, but maybe since keep this one locked and choose this one right now, and then you can switch. So this one, when an enemy receives a buff, has 50% chance to reduce its duration by 1 turn. If the enemy receives a debuff, 50% chance of increasing duration. This is amazing everywhere. Honestly, it's just so good. And I really like Tianlong too. Allies on the shield deal 10% increased damage and receive 10% decreased damage. So obviously, this is not the best right now with Season, again, because he doesn't play shield, but defenders are big in this game. So I'm sure it's going to be very easy to get a really good epic defender that plays his shield early on, and we can utilize Tianlong in that way. Any advice for Freya with weapon and imprint? Again, not necessarily ask her, because so Freya is not, she looks really cool, but she's not my #1 choice for sure. I would try to get somebody else maybe, unless you really like the way she looks. But again, I wouldn't pick the weapon and the imprint based on what Freya does, right? Because there are so many epic weapons we don't know about, or that we know they're all on the website, but so many that I haven't read and I don't know what they do, that I'm sure you'll have a lot of epic imprints and weapon that actually that work a lot better with Freya than the couple options we have now in terms of legendary, if that makes sense. You got Vivian Simpson, let's go. Really nice. One of the best champion for sure. For Season and your current Bilderberg, that's on my account. That's Alibek's account. I think he's going to change a few things. I would suggest Thunderbolt only if you have Shamash. If you don't have Shamash, I would go for Excalibur. If you have a support champion up here, if you have a damage dealer, I would go for Forge Fire instead, personally. Okay, I'll switch you right now. Choose Future Sight. Okay, and this one's locked, so you can always swap later if you get better. Yeah, build back. He had Athena, and he decided to switch for Season. Yeah. Yeah, weapon, just wait if you're not sure. You know, you have Excalibur locked, so, you know, Excalibur increase damage inflicted by allies for each buff placed on this hero. So that can be used on anybody, really, as long as, you know, there's a bunch of buff in the team. So keep Excalibur, and then maybe look at Forge Fire if you keep Season, because I do really like Forge Fire as well. Weapon. I mean, they're all good. Like World Splitter is really good too. Mjolnir is really good on damage dealers. For really damage dealer that have multiple hits on each attack, like this on somebody like Artemis, who attacks 3 times on her A2. That could be really good. And then Forge Fire reduce damage received by 10%, the non-received damage per wave until this hero takes their first turn. So Forge Fire is amazing, and like I was saying, if you go with a damage dealer and you won't have that really strong support champion from the get-go, maybe go Forge Fire. That way you have a little bit of support from that weapon, you know? Yeah, well, Alibek, how about you save up for now until the end of February, and then maybe in 3 weeks from now we can do this again. We can do this again in 3 weeks or so. Okay, guys, anybody else that either would like to summon or has more questions? Sorry, I'm logging into my account real quick. If you guys want to summon, we can do that as well, like we just did. We just did about 1,000 summons, but we can keep going. Even if you already have a really good legendary, like I'm gonna summon mine. I have Isis locked in, but I'm gonna summon my stones just for fun. Just I wouldn't change it for anyone, but just in case, I do want to summon. Just why not? So even if you guys have someone very strong locked in and you have a bunch of stones and you want me to log onto your account and summon for you like we just did, let me know and we'll set that up right now. We'll set that up right now. Just gotta shoot me a DM on Discord. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my account. Yeah. And that's my first account, my main account. Secondary account, it's been 15 days. I haven't had anything yet. So I'm looking for that season or Aries or something like that on my other account. Not that, I mean, I won't play with 2 accounts, but I do want that secondary account just in case. We'll see. But yeah, this is a great combo. I mean, Isis is amazing, I think. Even with the nerf, she's still amazing. And then, like I said, I really like these two. And again, I didn't do this setup looking at my legendary and be like, okay, what weapon and imprint looks great on her. I didn't even look at if the imprint goes well with the weapon. I'm like, you know what? There is going to be so many epic weapons as well that are going to be amazing. You know, like for my Isis, maybe I don't know if I'll do Grail because she doesn't directly heal, I don't think. But, you know, there's so many epic weapons that we're gonna get. They'll be a lot easier to get than the legendary ones. That I'm probably gonna use some, you know, legendary imprint on an epic weapon that goes on the legendary champion, on the epic champion, or whatever it is, and stuff like that, you know? Yes, Alex, my pleasure. If you have any questions, guys, you know, since I started the YouTube channel, I've literally answered every single comments on my YouTube videos. So if you guys have any questions, put them in the comments or join the Discord and put it on there. I've been literally answering to everybody because right now there's not too many people yet, so I can definitely do it right now. So any questions, any suggestions too, if you disagree with me or there's something I misunderstood and you want to correct me, please do so. I've had a couple people correcting stuff I said in my tier list video from yesterday, which I appreciate because there's a couple stuff that I missed. So, and if you guys have any ideas for videos while we wait on the game to go live, I appreciate the ideas too. Super important. Yeah, how many Alibek, you have the premium pass, right? So how many stones will you have? So we get 20 every day, and then you get 4 more 10, so you get 60 every day. Let's say 3 weeks. Let's say 3 weeks from now. Let's say 20 days or so. 1200. So in about 2 weeks, you'll have about the same amount. So maybe we can just do the same in about 3 weeks. Hey, Blue Angel. I think they will. I think it will take a while because they are a much smaller studio and company, of course, and they don't have the money yet that Raid has for marketing and collabs and all that stuff. So I think eventually they will, but it may take a few years, you know. I just hope they do it a bit better than Raid. I like the Raid collabs. The champions, there's usually some really good champions. There's always a free champion. There's often a paid champion through a pass or whatever, and then there's a fusion and a couple events to get more champions. And I love the events. Like, I love Assassin's Creed. I love the Alien and Predator, especially when the champions are actually good. But I do feel like some of them don't fit the overall Raid universe, you know. So that's my only thing. It's like the collabs with Raid are amazing. They're really well done. I just think that some of them don't fit the overall vibe, you know. So if they can do really good collabs like that and they fit the overall game, I think it'll be amazing for sure. It's like the Ninja Turtles. I love the collab. I think it was great. I was able to get all 4 turtles. I had saved up a ton for a while. And, you know, maybe if all 4 of them were, I guess they were kind of in between those ninja faction, but also lizardmen faction maybe. But then you have some of them that were barbarian and stuff like why is a Ninja Turtle in the barbarian faction, you know? That makes no sense. It was either I would have put 2 of them in the Shadowkin because they're ninjas, and the other 2 lizardmen, you know? Instead of putting one Bannerlord, like Bannerlord, like it's a Ninja Turtle. Why is it in Bannerlord, you know? So yeah, as long as they fit the universe better, that's what I would ask from it, but would be cool for sure. Okay, I'm gonna summon on my account, guys. Unless there's somebody else. Is there somebody else that want to summon? Moonlight, I don't know if you're still here. There's somebody else that want to summon first. If not, we'll do it on my account. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. Alright. I don't like what Raid did actually about it. You mean the collabs? I mean, yeah, they can find different ways to do it for sure, but to me the most important is that if Godforge does do it, doesn't matter what the events are, the champions are. To me, what's important is that it fits the game, you know. All right, guys. I have 450 stones. I do not want a single legendary because I want to keep my ISIS. and I do not want to have to make a hard decision. I'm just summoning for your guys' entertainment, really. Let's go. Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, Alibek, yeah, I agree. It just doesn't make sense. What if I pull Quetz or Vivian? What am I supposed to do? You know? Hey, what's up, Lily? How are you doing? Will Ares be able to kill Achilles, and will the Achilles imprint work against Ares? Let's see. So Achilles. Why Ares specifically? Because, and will the Achilles imprint work against Ares? So prevent Decius death and heal there by 100% of the max HP. What I would like to know about this passive is this a one-time thing, or is there a cooldown on it, or does it activate only once per wave? I don't know. I did pull him during alpha, but I did not get a chance to level him up. Do you guys know if this is a one-time thing, or if there's a cooldown on it? Because I don't. So it would be good to know that. And then if we look at Ares, so let me find him. I think this passive obviously will save Achilles maybe once, but then especially if in arena. But yeah, I think if it's because you're talking about his ultimate where he can ignore immortal, ward, or whatever, that, I mean, he will be able to kill Achilles, of course. Achilles will get, you know, one chance to survive, of course, because he's going to heal himself all the way. But then the next time he attacks, then, you know, I don't think the passive will activate right away again. So then we can kill him for sure. The good thing about this one is that I believe that if you use the Sun Yukong imprint, which everybody is picking, as soon as the enemy activates the imprint and they gain the immortal buff, then you can come in with Ares ultimate and ignore the immortal and kill them right away. And that's why I think Ares is actually a really strong champion. Plus we have 20% in our defense. But we do, to ignore this, we do need to do a strong hit. That's very important. Does that answer your question, Lily? Let's go back to this. Come on. No legendary, please. Do not give me any gold. I want to keep my Isis. Dun, dun, dun. Would you guys trade Isis? If you guys had Isis locked in, would you trade her for anyone? I don't think I would. I don't think I would, honestly. Even for Vivian. I like Vivian, but I think having a AoE revive is so strong. Plus, she places the shield on the core ability. And the shield is 20% over max HP. So I think it's actually going to be a really good shield as well. So you would trade Isis for Vivian? Okay. I think I would keep Isis. I think I would keep Isis over anybody else. Maybe it's because I played her during alpha and I got to a point in the later waves that I was stuck, and it was thanks to her that I was able to beat all the stages. So maybe I'm a little biased like that because I was able to actually use her. But yeah, I don't think I would. No, I have. You have Athena, Alex? Oh, I would trade Athena for Isis for sure, personally. Not the other way around though. Come on. Do not give me a legendary. I don't want anything. I do not want anything. Come on. I'm gonna get something. I know I will. I know I will. Hopefully it's just trash. Hopefully it's just something bad that's not in my in the S tier on the tier list. Come on, 110 left. I wish we had a little sound effect when we summon like that. Come on. Come on. 60 left. Perfect. Perfect. Don't give me anything. It's probably the only time in my life where I'm gonna ask the game not to give me a legendary. $20 left. Come on. 10 more. Yes! No legendary. Yes! I'm keeping Isis for sure. Let's go. Now, guys, honestly, I think she's too good. I don't know why. I don't know why people are... Even though she got a nerf, I don't know why some people put her in like B tier. I don't understand. Now this here on the A1. Yeah, we still have a month. That's true. That's true. So I'm still gonna get a bunch of summons. Yeah, I will summon again in 3 weeks and see, but that is true. No, I'm gonna take that. I don't need this. I don't need music. That is true, Alex. Attack one enemy, 50% chance to steal a random buff, then spread the buff to all ally. Mission failed successfully. Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. You know, the thing is that she was able to, you know, here she would place the mend, and then he should be able to spread the mend. So that's kind of the little nerf that she got. But now I don't care. Like her A1, yes, is not great at base like this, because I'm not gonna put accuracy on her. She doesn't bring any debuff. I'm not gonna bring accuracy just so that she can steal a random buff, right? I mean, nobody's gonna do that. You're gonna do a ton of HP, a ton of speed, and then a ton of initiative on her. So the A1 is kind of irrelevant. What's good is once you have her Awakening 3, though, she extends the duration of one random buff on all allies. So this will work regardless. So Awakening 3, her A1 becomes really good because she's constantly going to be extending. Why it becomes really good? Because I'm gonna build her with a ton of speed, but also on the core ability, she gains an extra turn. So she's gonna do that great core ability but then she can do A1 right after again, and extend the buffs again. Here she places a shield, which is based on 20% of her HP, so I'm sure it's going to be a pretty big shield. Place defense up 2 on all allies for 3 turns. It's 3 turns. There are probably no other champions or very small amount of champions that are going to do something like this, where they're going to place buff by 3 turns, because she places buff by 3 turns and then she get an extra turn, so she will lose on herself a turn on the buff, but everybody else gets the shield and the defense up for 3 turns, and then on the A1, once Awakening 3 again, she can extend the buff. So really good. And then Awakening 1, which I think is going to be pretty easy to do with the little, they're going to have a little mercy system for duplicate champions. So that will be easy. Additionally, place man on all allies for 3 turns. So this is still massive. So even if she can't extend anymore the man, she will be, or spread, she will still be able to place men for 3 turns on everybody, which with the cooldown of the core ability, I'm sure she can come back to it, because she gets that extra turn. I'm sure she can come back to it quick enough to basically always have men on everybody. But she can also extend here the men as well when she's Awakening 3. So I think even with that little nerf, she's still amazing just from the core ability. And then obviously the ultimate, we have everybody 50% HP, 50% intermediate. That's the highest percentage we've seen so far. And then if Horus is revived by disability, place radiance for him on him for 2 turns, which if you have Isis like I do, and then now Horus is an eternal champion, so it's going to be hard to get, but if you can get Horus, the combo is amazing. Horus is a crazy champion as well in terms of controlling the enemy, so them two together would be crazy. And then Awakening 5, after reviving, place Immortal on all allies for 2 turns. Imagine when you have her Awakening 5, bro. Crazy with that revive and Immortal on everybody. So good. Even in arena, once you have her, I wouldn't play her in arena for a while, but once you have Awakening 5, you can put the freaking passive on her from Hercules, the imprint from Hercules or from Sun Yukong. You in arena, everybody dies, she stays alive because of the imprint. She revives everybody and puts Immortal on everybody. I mean, really good. Gain 30 divinity when placing a buff on an ally. She's going to place ton of buff everywhere, so she's going to be gaining that divinity all the time. So, and then the passive at the start of this hero turn, which is every single time she takes a turn, remove all debuff and all disables from the ally with the lowest HP, then heal them equal to 10% of this hero's max HP. So again, we're going to put a ton of HP on her, so she's going to do a great heal here as well. But then being able to remove these on the ally that's struggling the most, and again, mind you guys, that's on the passive. So if you guys played raid, I'll answer your questions, Alan, in just a sec. If you guys play raid, you have the champion to Anarak on a passive. Every time she takes a turn, she's gonna remove a random debuff from all allies. Not from all allies, but still 1 or 2 random debuff. It's an amazing passive, and this is similar. This is only on one ally, but it's on the ally that's struggling the most, so she's gonna remove debuff and disables on them, which I think is amazing. But she's gonna do it every single time she takes a turn. Remember, she takes an extra turn here on the core ability, so every time you do the core, basically you're gonna activate, I mean, unless there's a cooldown, unless suddenly they come up with a cooldown, but every time you do the core, you're going to activate this twice. So now it may be useless if, you know, then the ally kind of is still the ally with the lowest HP and he now doesn't have any debuff or disables. But so I think it's an amazing passive. So I don't know, guys. I don't see how some people saw that tiny little nerf and brought her from S tier to B tier all of a sudden. I just don't see it. I just don't. And I'm going to stick with Isis. She is the best support hero in the game, I think. I think she's better than Vivian. I'll say it. I think she's better than Vivian. I think everybody's gonna disagree with me, but I like her better than Vivian. I like her kit better. Okay, how do you have information about Anu's A1 Star Awakening bonuses? I don't think so. I don't think we do yet. I don't think we do. If we did, it would be on the website here. The thing is, Zalan mark all the awakening bonuses we know of, it's from champions from Alpha. So any champions that are not from Alpha that have been announced in the past few weeks, all we know is the kit. We don't know all the bonuses from awakening and cooldown and all that stuff. Because even if I put him max awakening, yeah, we don't have any info, unfortunately. But honestly, his ability is really good. To be able to place Vanish, again, on the ally that's struggling the most, every time he does his basic ability, I think it's so good. Because I mean, it's the same thing. You can, you know, if you have an ally struggling, you place Vanish on them, maybe they have a way of healing themselves or whatever it is, and then you suddenly have somebody else who has lower HP, boom, you're gonna place Vanish on somebody else, which, you know, cannot be directly targeted. I wonder if they will update Vanish to where it's also like, so you cannot be directly targeted, but you can be hit, of course, if there's an AoE attack. AoE attack, you won't be targeted, but you will take damage. I wonder if, in like Raid, it's the same, but you also have a little bit of a damage reduction. So I wonder if they will add damage reduction to it as well a little bit to make it a bit of a better buff. I don't know. On the weapon. Using it on him, so well, the imprint you do have to put on the weapon. Thinking on choosing his imprint and using it on him instead of using it on the weapon. You have to put it on the weapon though. And then you put the weapon on the champion. So I mean, it's the same, but you do have the extra bonus on the weapon as well. I think there are better imprints out there. For every 10% divinity on this hero, reduce the damage allies receive by 3%. It's actually a pretty good imprint. Well, the passive is really good. The imprint now is only 1.5% damage reduction. So I do think there are better imprints out there that you could choose from. So basically you have a hero passive and then a hero imprint. The imprint is what you put on the weapon and then you equip that weapon on a champion, which you can actually put that imprint on the weapon and put the weapon on Anu. You can do that if you want. And I do believe you will get the bonuses from his passive that will stack with the imprint. I believe so. I could be wrong, but I believe so. The imprint though is a smaller version of the passive. So as you can see here, it's 10% divinity for both, but the damage reduction for the imprint is half of the damage reduction from the passive. So it's a bit reduced, right? Otherwise, the combos that we can do would be crazy if it was the same number. And you can, I mean, if they stack, I'm sure there will be champions where it's super interesting to stack the same passive and the same imprint on them. But the goal is really to have a bunch of options where you can put imprint on different champions that have different passives so that you can do crazy combos, you know? Does that make sense? Difference with the passive and the imprint. But the imprint you have to put on the weapon. So You know, if you have Excalibur, for instance, increase damage inflicted by allies by 3% for each buff placed on this hero, then you would put whichever, if you take the imprint from Anu, you would put it on Excalibur. So then whichever champion you put this weapon on will have the bonus from the imprint, but also will gain this bonus from the weapon. So you get double bonuses basically. And also all the weapons, we don't have it here, but all the weapons give a stat bonus as well. So this one is legendary weapon, so it doesn't say, but this one is legendary accuracy weapon. This one is legendary attack weapon. So you will also get a bonus stat in attack, accuracy, or whatever it is. The goal, of course, will then be to farm material to level up the weapon and rank it up. You'll be ranking the weapon and leveling it up to level 60, just like champions, I think. And then obviously the higher rank, the better the bonus, I believe, and the better the stat. Okay, so it's just, yeah, it's probably just not up to date on here. Yeah, it's probably just not up to date. But the 2.5% will go up as you rank up the weapon, for sure. I don't know what the max is for Excalibur, but World Splitter, each time this hero lands a strong hit, increase the strong hit damage by 10% and reduce their incoming damage by 5%, stacking up to 7 times. So that one just stacks. So I wonder if you rank it up, if you can increase that percentage. I don't know. Attack reduce. Cause when it stacks, I think it's just based on how many times you use the weapon. Every third hit, inflict 50. Okay, so this one, for instance, every third hit at base, it'll be an extra 50% damage. But I think if you rank it up to level 60, you'll get up to 110% damage every third hit. Okay, 5.5 for Excalibur if you rank it up. Okay, good to know. I might go with Pillar of the Sky as well. Heard it's going to be harder to get Eternal Imprints, if that's right name for the hero type. Yeah, so my top 3 have been Pillar of the Sky from Chanlong, and Alibek, you just locked it. What's the name of the one from the one you just locked from Morrigan? There's another one from Morrigan. I can't remember the name of the imprint. Well, I guess I can find it right here, but imprint from Morrigan M right here. Future Sight. There you go, Future Sight. I would go Future Sight of Pillar of the Sky. Zalan, the thing is, that's it. These two are in my top 3 with the imprint from Sun Yukong, which is what most people are picking. The only difference is that the Sun Yukong imprint is not from an Eternal Champion. Like you just said, you know, Pillar of the Sky and Future Sight, they are both from Eternal Champions. Eternal Champions are going to be harder to get. I'm assuming the imprint from those Eternal Champions are also going to be harder to get. That's why I would go Pillar of the Sky or Future Sight, because they are from Eternal Champions, aka potentially harder to get. I could be wrong, but there's no reason the imprint from Eternal Champion is as easy to get as the imprint from the other champions. From no Eternal Champion, if that makes sense. Okay, I think we are done with summons. There was nobody else, Ali. I mean, there was a ton of other people that 2 weeks ago did want to summon, but I guess they ended up summoning. They don't want to wait that long. Which I think the timing, was this week to summon because we figured out a bunch more kits from champions. But it's hard not to. I get it. But we'll do this again in 3 weeks. Obviously, when the game goes live, we'll do more lives like every weekends, but probably only on the weekends. I mean, maybe I will have some time in the week, but the week's gonna be tough. So probably just on the weekends. But right now, there's not much to do other than summoning, answering questions. So we'll do another live probably in 3 weeks and do summons again. If you save up, I save up. See if other people want to summon. Zalan, do you have what champion do you have locked in right now? Is there any? I want to play. I know. Everybody wants to play so bad. It's great. It's great for the game that everybody is so excited about it. It's cool that they were able to build a real community before the game even goes live, because even if the game's not great from the get-go, as long as it's decent, they will get a lot of support from people. So Anu plus Excalibur. Okay, cool. Anu's good. I like it. I think there are a few better options if you get lucky, but Anu's a good champion for sure. Yo, Just Game. Bien quoi? How are you doing? Sorry, my French come back sometimes. I traded Athena for Heimdall. Did I make a mistake? Ha. I don't think you made a mistake. Heimdall did get a little bit of a nerf. His shield was nerf. So his shield went from, I think, 350 or 400 to 300. People like Heimdall better because I think they were able to use him during alpha, and I loved him too, honestly. On paper, I think that Athena is as good as Heimdall. Maybe I could be wrong. I think the core of Heimdall is really good with the retaliate and the intercept. What he does here he does something different, but the defense up and the shield is great for defender, but Athena does the defense up on a A1, which means you always have defense up on everybody, and she places the shield on her core, which means with Athena you would have your shield more often, and it's a bigger shield. I don't know about the base defense stat of Athena, so that would definitely play a role in it, but he has a 300% based shield, based on defense. Athena has 400%, and always have defense up, which when he places the shield, he will always have the defense up first too. So, but technically, looks like Athena's shield is gonna be bigger. She's always gonna give you defense up like all the time, and a passive is really good. His passive is good. Allies under any buff have 50% chance to reflect any debuff, which is really good. On hers, she petrify every time somebody attack, I think, if we are under shield, which will be a lot. So really strong passive as well. Heimdall has this though. This is really good. Intercept and retaliate, which redirect attack and counter attack. So this is really strong. So maybe Heimdall is a bit better because of this. But at the same time, Athena, I mean, I have them both in S tier, honestly. I have them both in a S tier. I think Athena is gonna be more consistent with the defense up and the shield, just because he has it on the ultimate. But you know, they do, half of the kit is very similar, the other half is different. But attack one enemy, transfer one random debuff from this hero to the target. If any blaze builds debuff are transferred, activate them after transferring. It's pretty cool. I do think you may need accuracy to transfer. I'm not sure if you need accuracy to transfer to steal a buff. You do need accuracy. I don't know about transferring. We'll have to try it out. But I don't know. I like Katina's A1 better for sure. For sure. So I don't think you need. I think that it's 50-50. They're both amazing. So I think you made a good choice, and I don't think it's a wrong choice at all. Yes, Alibek, thank you so much. I'll see you in the Discord and on YouTube, and we'll try to do the same in 3 weeks or so. Any idea on what type of driver? Yeah, it's 0.5. Yeah. It's pretty low glitch, but honestly, if you do the free options, you get 20 summons every single day. Now, like I said, on this account, I'm 15 days in. I haven't had a legendary, so that's 300 summon without a legendary. On my main account, I just summoned 450 stones. I also didn't get a legendary. So Alibek had almost 1200 stones earlier, and we got 2 legendaries. So the chances are low for sure. When the game goes live, we will have a mercy system, obviously. So the more you summon, and your chances increase. And then they're also gonna have a duplicate system. So the duplicate system here is really interesting. With the awakening, you can go up to level 5. So using duplicate champions to improve your champion. It will give you bonus stats, but it will also give you extra stuff for your abilities, which on some of the champions is going to be very strong. And they will have a little bit of a, I guess, some mercy system to where every time you summon, you're saving little materials or whatever from the stones, and when you have so many of them, you can select a duplicate from a champion you already have, which I think being able to select it is amazing, because that means for me, I'm gonna have Isis on my main account. I know I have her already, so I know every time I summon, I'm gonna build that bar, and every couple months or whatever it is, when I know I can select a duplicate, I can select Isis, I believe, every time until I can make her awakening level 5, because she has a really good awakening level 5 bonus, right? So that'll be really cool. That'll be really cool. They'll have the mercy system, the classic mercy system, I believe, but then having that system for duplicates where you actually select which duplicate you get, I think that's really cool. Yeah, Just Game. My pleasure. My pleasure. Both amazing. So you did good, and I think Heimdall does look a bit cooler, honestly. So just for that, and the good thing is, on paper, I think they both look equally as good. The good thing is Heimdall, a lot of us played him during alpha, so from playing it, we actually know how good he is, right? So that's the little advantage you have with Heimdall. Well, Athena, anything we say, for her is all based on just reading the abilities, which a lot of time with these games, you're surprised. You see the kit on paper, and you see the multipliers and all that stuff, and you're like, oh, this champion looks like crap, or this champion look amazing. And then when you try them out, it's like, either a great surprise or it's very disappointing. So Heimdall, we know for sure he is good, that's the difference. That is the difference. All right, guys. We have almost 900 followers on YouTube. So I'm gonna keep putting out videos. If any of you guys are not subbed to the channel yet, make sure you do so, please. We'll be covering Godforge like crazy. Crazy. I'm very lucky that I have a new job actually, which I'm very proud of. But I do kind of do my own schedule all the time and work from home when I want, basically. So it's gonna be very easy for me to cover Godforge. You know, every time they come up with video, I know that every morning, if I need to, I can make a quick video before I start my job. So that's cool. That's cool. We'll be covering Godforge like crazy and just hoping the game does well. Yes, just game, of course. My pleasure. My pleasure. All right, guys, it's been almost 2 hours. So unless there are more questions for me right now, I think I'm gonna call it a day. Call it a day. And plan another live stream for, I mean, unless something crazy happens in the next couple weeks and you know, we need to do a live stream, I will. But if not, guys, what I would ask of you is save up your shards. Whether you have a really good legendary or not right now, save up as much as you can. And that way in 3 weeks, so maybe I'm sure in about 2 or 3 weeks, they'll make some type of announcements about release date of the game. I'm sure they'll know more or less when it's coming out. So basically a week before the game goes live, I would love to do another live stream where we have a lot more summons. We did have a good amount today, but it was definitely not a ton. So whether you already have a good legendary and you don't plan on swapping, we can still open your stones just for fun. Or if you are still looking for something, if you want to save up, you know, especially if we get more info on, I don't know, if there's any changes on any of the champions, but if you guys can save up and we can do a live again in 2 or 3 weeks and summon a ton of shards, that'll be cool. That'll be really cool. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Good night if you are in Europe. I know it's getting late out there. If you are in the US, like I am, it's not even 4 p.m. for me, so I'm probably gonna go grocery shopping right now. Gotta buy some food. Alright, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you on YouTube and on the Discord this week, and we'll finally see you guys for another live stream pretty soon. Good night, guys, and good rest of your day. Thank you so much.